Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week again. What'd you say? Two balls short and 2 days late. We're back with First Strike, episode number 12, hosted by your usual compadres, Brandon Friesen, and the unofficial Mario Bros. 1 Canadian world record speedrunner.
No, it got beat.
No ball wall.
It got beat.
What?
Yeah. Somebody posted one a couple months ago.
By who?
I don't know, some guy.
Well, snap. No ball wall has been defeated. How does that feel?
Well, I wasn't no ball wall at the time, so.
So here
I was also unofficially no ball wall.
Now that you're no ball wall, though, you have upgraded, in a sense. You've also downgraded in a sense.
To what?
I don't know. You're your next form. That's how I like to look at it.
Sure.
You took out with the old.
Yeah.
And just out with the old.
Yeah, nothing new.
Nothing new going on.
Nothing new.
Welcome back to First Strike. We are live. We have the old layout back. I honestly have been too lazy to reset it up. But, you know, we're here now.
But you did it.
We're here. The audio is better now. It's louder.
Oh.
So that's for all you listening at home.
Is the mic on this time? Is the music playing?
The mic is on. The music is off.
So we're good?
We're rolling in the deep.
I like that.
Absolutely. Nixia, welcome to the stream. Damien Penner, welcome to the stream. All right, Damien's on a really romantic date right now with his wife.
I hear.
So we have to be.
I'm gonna class it up a little bit.
Where's your tie? I told you to wear a tie.
I have one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you wear it with shorts? Shane doesn't wear pants.
And I have the last few days I've been wearing pants.
Yeah, but that's because you have no testicles. So you know what?
All right.
They're
still there. Like they're still. We joke about it.
No, you're spayed and neutered.
Cancer.
You were spayed and neutered.
They're still around. But
all right.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's our target audience age here.
Well,
I don't know what.
We have Nixia, who's 13.
Okay.
And we have Damien, who's 37.
All right, so we got an average of about 26 or something.
Yeah. We appeal to a very broad market, I like to think.
And we're here.
No ball wall. Speaking of that, before we move on from the no testicles thing, can we talk about your gift card?
Yeah.
You got a pretty wicked gift card for doing that.
So after you get, whatever, there was a vasectomy. If you don't know it, you can Google it. Don't Google images that, but whatever. I got that done, and no part of that was fun.
I believe you.
At all.
I believe you.
The cherry on top was he gave me a Tim Hortons gift card and says, next time you get a coffee, it's on me. Oh.
Thanks, E.
Well, thanks, man.
Thanks, you hoser.
So I forgot about it. And then I saw it here, and I go online and look it up, see how much it is. Yeah, he wasn't lying. It's legit. A coffee. $3. $3 Tim Hortons gift card.
What a spender.
That if we hit 8 million people watching today, I will give it away live on stream.
Give it away?
That
was a gift, Shane. That's not cool.
Well, we can re-gift.
You can't do that.
He was not very nice.
You can't do that.
Oh, but I can.
Sure he was. He just fondled your balls a little bit and then gave you a $3 gift card.
That whole experience was just not a fun time.
You're feeling good now, though. You're better.
Today, finally, I'm feeling better. I had it done Monday.
Up to health.
Those first few days kind of sucked.
I believe you.
But
I don't think I'd ever be mad enough.
That first night, I was waking up every 20 minutes. It was terrible.
No way.
Yeah, it was bad.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
I'll be real with you.
But we're done. We're done with that.
And now we're back to playing games. Running the game shop. Hanging out.
Yep.
You've been sleeping here for the past few days.
Yep.
So I said that sentence at work. And then everybody immediately assumed you and your wife were having problems.
Because you started with that.
Yeah. I was like, so Shane's been sleeping at the game shop for a while. Tamara cuts me out. She's like,
oh no.
Wife having problems? Or no, he got his testicles cut off. So yeah. So you've got quite a few days to just hang out. And potentially, if you've been doing life right, playing some games.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit. It's whatever. Recovering from this thing is just weird. You'll feel fine, and then you'll stand up and walk for about 30 seconds, then you don't feel fine. So I get tired of literally just like sitting on this couch over there. So I played games. I tried to watch a movie and then I fell asleep, but I watched hockey.
Nice.
Of course, I'm a hockey
there you
guy,
go.
So watch some hockey. But as far as what I was playing, it was still back to that Fortnite.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were still...
You're really liking that one.
Man, I don't know what it is. It's addicting. It's done well. It's done right. And I don't know, man. It works.
I have to wonder, like, if you ever start playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, if you're not gonna like it as much because you're just not because it's a worse game, but because you're just used to Fortnite. I wonder because they're similar gameplay styles. So I'm just wondering.
Could be, but as soon as if it ever does come to PS4 or PUBG, I'll be getting into that.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's going to be a way bigger install base. Even though this game is free, I haven't seen any numbers of people actually playing it, but I think it would be better still.
For sure. For sure. I've been playing a few games this week. For once. Good for me. Before I start talking with them though, we're gonna have a little discussion in a bit about we're gonna name some consoles, and then we're gonna pick games on these consoles that we don't own. In Shane's case, that he doesn't have in the shop, that's his favorite game that he doesn't own. For like the N64, NES, a game that you don't own, but it's your favorite game that you don't own. Does that make sense? If anybody in the chat wants to contribute, feel free to leave yours, and we'll talk about it. I'll talk about mine in a minute. Shane will talk about his. But right now, I've been playing Mario Odyssey, of course. You've also been playing some Mario Odyssey.
Yep.
We've both beat the main story now.
Yes.
And if you're only going for the main story, it's pretty short.
Yeah, if you would strictly do main story, yeah, you'd be done in, I don't know, 10 hours?
Yeah, it's
less, maybe?
It's like Mario 64 that way. You can finish it quick. Except with Mario 64, you can...
No, that would have taken a lot longer of a game.
Mario 64?
I think so.
I really don't.
Oh?
No. So, yeah, I've been playing a lot of that. We'll talk about that, too, in a bit, our thoughts on the game. Also, when we moved in, Shane, I think I mentioned this, I touched on this, Shane gave us his old CRT TV, which was pretty sweet.
That I had at a buddy's house for like 4 years.
And he really wanted it out of his house. And it looks really good in our living room. It's good. We got all our retro. We got a PS1 hooked up to it, the Super Nintendo, and 64.
Nice.
And I played through a lot of Extreme G.
Nice.
By myself for a little bit, with Brayson. Kai watched for a little bit. I still love that game.
Really?
I can't explain why. Maybe it's the childhood, like, nostalgic grip, but I really like that game.
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
One could say it's more potent than a point of jib.
Oh?
Have you ever heard of a point of jib?
Yeah, let's get that story out of the way right now. So, when was that? Was that Tuesday night?
Today is... Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday night. I'm staying here at the GameShop because it's, whatever, easier. And my friend Dustin and this other guy, Brandon, come down here. We're just hanging out.
Sound like losers.
And this lady walks in here, this middle-aged, not middle-aged, what, 35?
Yeah,
maybe?
somewhere, yeah. Could be 40.
She looked...
Not good.
She was in rough shape.
Yeah.
She came in here, and she is just rolling on the floor. And
well, first of all, she's twitching like a father mucker.
Yeah, just twitching her. You could tell she's on something.
Yeah.
So Dustin was doing most of the talking, but he was trying to find out like what she was on.
Yeah.
And finally, she just says she had a point of jib.
We didn't know what this was.
We had no idea what this is.
Absolutely none.
So I immediately text a certain somebody and be like, "Hey man, what's this?" And yeah, he tells me it's meth.
A tenth of a gram.
A tenth of a gram of meth.
Yeah.
And she was in rough shape. Oh.
She sat on the floor. She is twitching and like...
And Dustin was just loving it.
Oh, that was his favorite scenario.
Just loving it.
He was pelting her with questions about
trying
everything.
to convince her to buy games and Sega CD and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just so weird and so funny.
She's rolling around on the floor, twitching, talking about this Xbox she wants to sell you. You have no recollection of her ever talking about an Xbox.
Yeah. Well, this is the same chick that has asked me. I pulled up to work one day, and she asked me if I knew where to find hard drugs because she's looking for some for her sister or her friend or something. Like,
yeah.
Come on, I'm not 10 years old here. I know you want for yourself.
For sure.
What kind of person are you if you're asking people for hard drugs for your sister? You're a horrible sister. Stupid.
Absolutely. I love she just came up to you on the street. Do you know where you can get hard drugs?
I guess I look like a guy that knows.
You do. Well, with your facial hair and the black extra life shades.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we have a song request from Damien.
That's that one, isn't it?
It's the one.
Wow.
I like you never remember the name of it, but you hate it so much.
I hate that one. I heard it on the radio. I turned the radio off.
I know.
I hate that one.
I don't know why you hate it so much. Like, it's not a terrible
Those
song.
commercials are just terrible.
But it makes you so mad just to hear it.
Yep.
Just to, you know.
I hate you.
It's not so bad, man. See, every time it makes you want to hurt me.
Yep, I'm gonna hit your phone.
Look, man, it's not so
I will
bad.
hit your phone.
I wish I made it to your wedding. And then,
Why are you doing it again?
I'm sorry. I would have loved to MC your wedding. Be the DJ at your wedding.
No thanks. Darlene feels like she hasn't seen me in months. Yeah, it's been a few days.
Yeah.
Not really. I went home yesterday morning and this morning for a bit.
One day without you is a day without love.
You could say it's a tail wagging the dog day afternoon.
That's how you're working that in.
I saw.
Okay, back to games I've been playing this week. One of them was Click about 20 minutes ago.
Click.
Me and Shane, there's this, we've talked about it before, the Game Wave.
Terrible system.
This awful remote, like TV remote operated console. Goes up to 6 players, which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty much a, let's take a Wii, take the most generic 8 shovelware games off it, and then there's the Game Wave.
Take out the action parts.
Yes.
It's, you know, back in the day you would get a DVD and they would have games on there.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
That's exactly.
There is no processing power or anything in this thing.
That's exactly it.
But this game for some reason is fun. It's sort of like a Wheel of Fortune
without the wheel.
Yeah.
It's just guessing a letter to
Hangman.
It's like Hangman without the Hangman.
Glorified Hangman.
Hangman for points.
Hangman Wheel of Fortune. For some reason it's a fun time.
Yeah, we enjoy it. I think it's because it's stupid.
Could be.
We enjoy it. All the other games are trash.
That's the 4th time I've sat down and played that at least.
Yeah, and it is fun. I enjoy it every time.
Yeah.
There is
weird.
some enjoyment there.
It's easy. It's just an easy game to just sit there, and the puzzles are all from 2004 and older, so you get these movie titles from the 30s that
we just don't know. I think that's what makes it fun.
Or phrases like tail wagging the dog day afternoon. The clue for that one was before and after.
Yeah. And then the answer, tail wagging the dog day afternoon.
Yeah.
Obviously that was the answer.
Obviously.
I don't know how we didn't get that sooner, to be honest with you. Either way. Yeah, Click, Mario Odyssey, Extreme G, it's been my week. I've got a few games for my ever expanding GameCube collection. Some from you.
Yep.
Whiplash for the PS2. I've been waiting for that game forever. Man, I never see
I've
that.
never heard you talk about it. That's why I threw it up for sale right away.
I thought I had. Like, I'm pretty sure I brought it up to you before.
Maybe.
I used to play it on my brother owned a PS2 when we were kids, and he had a demo disc full of games, including, like, Jade Empire. No, that was on the Xbox. That was a different demo disc. Well, there was Finding Nemo on it, which I played a lot of for some reason. And then this Whiplash game. And I would play through that demo over and over again, because I loved it. You just have this weasel and this rabbit, and you're just beating the shit out of these scientists with this rabbit on a chain. And I loved it.
It's pretty morbid.
A little bit. PETA, actually, it's funny. PETA endorsed the game before it came out, because the concept of the game is you're breaking out of an animal research facility.
Oh, that's funny.
And then, but what you're really doing is you're an animal beating the shit out of other animals. It's hilarious. So yeah, I got that. I've been wanting that for years. It's a cute little hack and slash platformer game. I got Midway Arcade Treasures 3 for the GameCube. I had 2. You hooked me up with 3. Now I just need 1. If anybody wants to hook me up, talk to me. Yeah. Odama, as you like to call it, the
best voice-activated pinball game on the GameCube.
That's the one. That is
the beat.
It can't. In fact, if you can find a better voice-activated pinball game,
hit me up.
I'll give you $20 for sure. It's a fair deal. And yeah, I also got Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy for the GameCube and Pac-Man World 1 for the PS1.
There you go.
Excited to own those.
We got some cool stuff in the shop.
Yeah?
We took in an awesome Nintendo lot, which had... Which had something I've been looking for a long time and never owned, a Power Glove.
Yeah.
And even better, it was a complete in-box Power Glove.
Yeah, man. What'd you pay for this lot, by the way?
$300, I think it was.
It's not bad.
We got an NES. We got the little table stand thing for it, for the games and controllers and stuff.
I like that thing. It's
cute. That thing's super cool. Got a handful of good games in there, some manuals. It was a nice lot. It's not super expensive or anything like that. It's not like I'm gonna make $1 million off this thing. But having the Power Glove was super cool. I wanted to have but
For sure.
it's the size large, and yet it's still very small.
And we built a shrine of all this stuff in the claw machine in the shop.
Yeah, we threw it all in the claw machine. We made it look cool and nice, and I think we put a picture of that on the Facebook page.
We can almost see it over there.
Yeah, that's the claw machine.
Yeah, there's a little shrine built in there. All right, I just readjust that. All right, yeah, very professional. I know.
There you go.
Yeah, that's super neat. You also, what else did you get in? I had something. You sold that green Xbox that I've wanted forever.
The funny thing is, I told you there's been a guy looking at it recently.
I know.
He's been really interested in it. If you want to buy it, today might be your last chance.
And
sure enough, the next day,
he came in.
He came in and bought it.
That sucks.
So
I'm probably never going to see one of those again. Or it'll be...
Yeah, that was funny. I think the funniest story that's happened, though...
Oh, don't even...
There's been a running theme here where Kai and Brandon really want me to play Super Paper Mario on the Wii.
An episode, I think, the first in the teens of the season 1, we made this deal that if you ever, at any point, got Super Paper Mario and a Wii in the shop at the same time, you would have to play it. I would
have to play the game.
Yes.
And I have stayed true with this because I mention it all the time.
You do?
And I'm very aware of this situation. And I was starting to get kind of nervous because a couple weeks ago, I had 3 Wiis in the shop.
Yeah.
3 of them. And I got a Wii U yet. Which I would have... You guys would have said that counted, and I would have said it doesn't count.
That's exactly what you would have
done. And we would have fought for a while.
That's exactly.
Yeah. So, and Super Paper Mario is a very common game. This was being sold in Walmarts up until 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I bought mine 4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it's a super common game. And I stayed true to this, and I ended up selling a Wii, and then I sold the Wii U, and then I had 2 Wiis left.
Yeah.
I sold them both on the same day. The next day.
And he has not had this game in the shop.
The next day for about a year.
For a year, since he opened.
The next day, guy comes in with a Wii and a stack of games. And Super Paper Mario is in it. I recognize it right away.
Yeah, you do.
And I am not happy because I'm probably going to take it in because there was a bunch of Mario games and there's a Wii in there. I'm like, this is the day. This is it. This is the time.
The dawn.
And then he says,
it's bullshit.
This Wii is broken. There is a power surge. We've tried a different power supply. It doesn't work. The Wii is broken, fried. There is no Wii.
And Shane's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
I was so excited. Man, was I excited. But now, I still have the game. And I put it at $5 more than I wanted to as a act of faith that I'm, trying to...
You put it for retail.
Yeah. I would have priced it $5 less, but to give you guys more of a chance, I raised it by $5.
It's crap,
so
man.
I can't believe it. Please come and buy this game.
I can guarantee.
If you buy it on the podcast, I will give you a little bit of a discount, and I will ship it to you. Get this thing out of my shop.
You can't ship it. That's against the rules. It has to be a
it.
walk-in buy-in.
Nope.
It has to be a walk-in.
If Nixia wants this game, I will send him this game.
It's like her. For one.
Her. Sorry.
Come on. You can't assume genders.
Mixtia. That was the other guy.
Yeah, Mixtia. Yeah.
Mixtia and Nixia. That's almost the same thing.
Mixtia and Nixia.
Nixia.
And I guarantee the second you sell this game, Wii is coming in the shop.
Oh, 12 Wiis.
It is. You just cannot at the same time. And it makes me so mad because this is a good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
No.
He's so against it because of the Wiimote, and I hate the Wiimote. And I wish that you respected my hatred for the Wiimote and could understand that this is the game that I'm willing to put. But no, fuck it.
You don't understand my hatred towards the Wiimote.
Damien, if you wanted to bring in your Wii to sell in the shop,
I ain't buying it.
Come on by.
Nope.
Come on by.
Nope.
You're buying it.
Nope.
You're buying it.
Nope.
Come on, man. That's fair. If you can ship it over the podcast, I think I can con my boss into selling his Wii.
Well, I don't want to buy a Wii. I have not paid money for a Wii. Ever.
Well, you've done store credit.
Store credit, yes.
And then if there's a lot of games, you'll pay money. Either way. That's our ongoing joke in the shop. And it still has not ended, and it makes me physically angry. But, fair enough. That's that story. Let's move on. Let's talk about that favorite game console question.
Okay.
So let's throw some consoles back and forth.
Sure.
And then what you have in the shop is, I guess, what you'll do, or what you've had in your lifetime if you want. Favorite games that we don't own or have never owned. You really like them, but you just don't own them. For you, I'm gonna throw out the NES.
Very obvious answer for me. Shadow of the Ninja.
You've never owned it, or you don't own it right now.
I owned it for a little bit, and I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, really?
I bought it when I was in high school because it was a childhood game that I rediscovered. And now it's like an $80, $90 game, and I haven't got it back yet.
80, 90 bucks, huh?
Yeah.
It was a short one. Didn't you emulate that the other?
Yeah, I almost beat it the other day. Yeah,
That's
it
right.
is short, but it's hard. You have to be good at it.
Yeah.
It's just your typical ninja platformer game. And it was a lot of fun. The music was kick-ass, and I always loved it, and I would love to have it again.
For sure. Cameron Bork, welcome to the stream. That's a good question. Just to give you a quick idea of what's going on. I moved out, as I've made known, and none of the outlets in my room work.
It's a problem.
Yeah. So I can't hook up my computer. We have a router now. There's internet. It's great. But yeah, I can't plug anything in until the electrician comes again next week to replace the wire in the wall. That's that story. Yeah, Shadow of the Ninja. I watched you play that. It looked good.
It is good.
Difficult as shit, but it looked good.
Yep.
Fair enough.
So you have a lot of GameCube games.
I do have a lot of games.
What's missing? What do you need?
Wow. Based on what I just need, there's quite a bit. But my favorite game that I don't own?
Yeah.
I don't have... Oh, my favorite? Yikes. I don't have... Is that my favorite? Is that my favorite, Shane? Would that be my favorite? Yeah? I don't think it is. I don't have Mario Kart Double Dash.
Ooh.
That's one I do need to have. But I don't know if that would be my favorite that I don't. I'm also missing... Hold on, I have all the Zeldas. I guess I've had to... That's a tough question. You really thought I would have thought about this earlier. If I was a prepared individual. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I have the... I don't have Luigi's Mansion, technically.
What does that mean, technically?
I have a case.
Oh.
Just a case. I've actually not... Have you played Luigi's Mansion?
Yep.
Are you a fan? How'd you feel about it?
At the time, that was the only game worth playing on the GameCube, so it was good.
Yeah?
But yeah, it was fine. It's a solid game.
You know, I think it'd be... Okay, I got two. One of them that's really shit, but I like it because I played it as a kid. I don't own Pokemon Channel. Oof. You gotta remember, I own a lot of GameCube games. So saying, like, I can't say Zelda Twilight Princess, I can't say Mario Sunshine, I can't say even Ocarina of Time on the game. I can't say a lot of things. I don't own Pokemon Channel. It's a cute, stupid Hey You Pikachu type game. I also don't own Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2. And those are two big ones that I would enjoy if I still had. So I'm going to go Sonic Adventure 2.
There you go. Solid answer.
Battle. On the GameCube.
That is the GameCube.
On the GameCube. Yeah. All right, let's keep going generation-wise. Super Nintendo that you don't own.
That I don't own?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've had it lots, but I don't have a Chrono Trigger right now. That's
oh, yeah, that's right. Damien.
Yeah, we got rid of that one. Yeah. I would go with Final Fantasy 3. That or Lufia.
Lufia.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Lufia.
I've heard nothing but good things, and I've always wanted to play it, and apparently it's really amazing.
Can I call that a favorite game, then, if you've never played it?
No, I guess not.
I guess that counts. Games that you just want to play that you've never owned. It's also a category, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go Final Fantasy 3. Why not?
Yeah? Have you owned it before, ever?
Yeah.
Okay. You played through 2 a while ago, or was it 3?
That was 2.
You played through 2, okay.
Yeah, I hadn't played 2.
Fair enough.
So I played 2.
Fair enough.
It was really good.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to go with the 64 now.
Just
got a decent 64 collection.
It's okay. There's a really obvious answer here. There's 2. Mario Kart 64. Hands down, I need me some Mario Kart 64.
The best Mario Kart.
I would say Snowboard Kids, but I own that.
You do.
I would say Snowboard Kids 2,
But
I own that.
yeah, you do.
Thanks, boy. Also, Super Mario 64.
Wow.
I don't have it.
That's incredible.
I don't know how I don't have it. Like I can get that game anywhere.
Yeah.
So I just felt no inclination to buy it whenever I see it because like I can get this later. I can get this later.
Yeah.
Like I got Bomberman, Blast Corps, and man, like just a bunch of weirder
Sarge's
ones.
Heroes and
Extreme G2, all these weird games that like you don't necessarily see everywhere. So yeah, why not? Because I can get Mario 64 any day of the week.
Yep.
Give me a PlayStation 1 game.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
That's really tough because I didn't play a lot of PS1 back in the day. I was a 64 kid. But there's a couple Persona games on there that I would love to have.
Persona.
Yeah, we'll go with Persona 1. Never played it, but
Wonder how they hold up. Clearly not as good, but
Probably
are they
not.
still a good experience? Can you go back to them?
I would try it. I would definitely try it.
There's a few Silent Hill games on that console I want to play.
Yeah.
They look good. I like horror games. Sometimes.
I'm usually not a fan.
No?
Usually not.
You ever play not Dying Light. Oh man. I always get confused with The Last of Us.
Outlast?
Outlast, thank you.
Yes.
How was that?
Yikes.
That one?
That's one of the craziest experiences I've had playing that game.
Really?
You play that game in the dark with headphones. This game, there is no fighting back.
You just run.
You've got a camcorder and a flashlight, I think. Or you use your camcorder as the flashlight. You got to find batteries for it, otherwise it's totally dark.
For sure.
And you got to like hide in lockers and stuff because there's this big, massive dude walking around. Crazy. Like all you can do is run. You cannot fight back, and that like weakness that's there, that's incredible when you're feeling that because you're playing this game and you cannot fight back. You just have to run.
hide. Yeah.
And like that's, I don't know if it's because if I go outside and there's a fight going on or somebody wants to fight me, the odds of that aren't very high. So I don't ever go through life scared that somebody's going to come and hit me. It's just never a problem. I flinched so hard there.
I saw that. Wow. Really terrible.
So, I don't know if maybe that has something to do with it. That I don't know. It was weird.
See, I not so much anymore, but I had this phase where I loved horror games. I would download all those indie PC horror games, all the SCP games, Containment Breach. Had a Five Nights at Freddy's little phase. It was very short. I lived that one. All those games, I just loved them. I thought they were super cool. I loved getting scared the shit out of. Not so much anymore, but I really liked them back in the day.
Yeah, I had a phase like that too, but
They can be fun. Which is why I want to go back and play some Silent Hill games. Maybe they're still good. I don't know.
could be. I'd play the Xbox ones over the PS1.
Wow. I mean, they'd be better, I guess, because it's Xbox.
They would look a bit better.
Fair enough.
We're gonna go 360.
Connect Adventures. That I don't own. Well, I can't say Fable 2 or 3. That's a damn shame.
Battlefield 4, maybe.
No.
Battlefield 3, maybe.
I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto 5. I'd play Grand Theft Auto 5, but I don't own it. There's your answer.
All right.
I'm gonna throw out. What would you play on the Panasonic 3DO?
Road Rash.
Road Rash? Oh, that's right. That's always
only game worth playing.
That's your default answer every time we talk about that console.
It's the only game worth playing on that thing. Has to be Road Rash.
Outlast is the best game ever, says Nixia.
Best game ever.
Man. Okay. Fair enough. All right, hit me.
PS4.
Can I say The Last of Us Remastered?
Sure.
I would play The Last of Us.
That would be your first choice?
That would be my first choice. It has a very good library, mind you. There's a few games that I'd like to try. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Very, very good game.
Persona 5 looked cool as shit.
That game, I know for sure you would enjoy. I would suggest you would start at that.
Yeah? My problem is, because of me, I would feel compelled to go play Persona 1.
But there'd be
and
no
then
reason.
play through 2, and play through 3.
No.
I know there's no reason.
Because you wouldn't even be able to, like, you would get tired of. I wanted to, like, when I was in the Persona, like a few months before Persona 5 came out.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Persona so bad. I debated about playing Persona 4 over again.
Ooh.
But I didn't want to do that because they are very similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, here's the toughest one I'm going to give you. The Wii. Your favorite game that you do not own on the Wii.
Is there a copy of Brawl over there?
No. You sold it, I think.
Then Brawl.
You pick Brawl? That's fair.
That's the only thing on that I would consider playing.
Sonic Colors. I'd give that a shot.
Yeah.
But Brawl I would pick over Sonic Colors.
Do I have Colors here?
You don't.
No?
No. I don't know. You haven't got it in.
Why?
I don't know. Nobody else likes the Wii either. Or they like it too much so that they won't want to give you their games.
I think tomorrow I'm going to throw up every single Wii game I have.
You said that with your 360. You're just doing this all your stock. Put your GameShop on eBay as one lot.
The whole shop.
Extra Life GameShop.
Including the soundproofing.
The back room.
The bat.
You come with it. I come with it. Yeah, Kai comes with it. Starting at $1 bid on eBay.
Well, we're going to end this with the NES.
The NES.
Do you own an NES?
I don't. I can pick any game I want.
You can pick any game.
I can pick any game I want. Okay, let me just walk through. I technically own Zelda 1, but not on the NES. I have the port.
That's different.
Is that okay?
Yep.
I do like Zelda 1. Me and you playing through that together. Still one of my favorite gaming memories. But I'm probably going to say you have a very, very nice in-box copy of it in the shop. Star Tropics.
There you go.
I wouldn't mind playing Star Tropics. Now that's a game I can't say it's my favorite game because I haven't owned it. I never even played it. It's like your, what did you say? A game that you really want to play and haven't played, rather than a favorite game that you don't own. Whatever you said earlier, that would be mine for Star Tropics. A game that I have played
is the Super Nintendo one, Lufia.
Lufia, thank you. A game that I haven't played, or I have that, my favorite that I don't own. I gotta say Mario Bros. 3. I love Mario Bros. 3.
Yep, that's one game I can never keep in stock here long enough. It's always gone.
It's like Mario Kart 64.
And I've had to raise the price considerably, and it keeps just going and going, so I don't know.
First time coming to the stream. How's it going, fellas? What's up, Major Trip Hazard? Kind of reminds me of the point of jib lady who came in.
Major Trip Hazard.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about gaming. Feel free to join the conversation. All right, there we go. Boom. Games on consoles. Then we can move on. Let's talk about Odyssey, because that's what we've both been playing all week. What would you rate this game out of 10? 1 being E.T., 10 being The Last of Us.
E.T. is not that bad.
Okay, fine. 1 being Superman 64.
Ooh, that's bad. That I have played. That is garbage.
10.
You can't beat that, man. You can't get past that.
Someone has beat it.
That's amazing.
His name is Gerard. He completed 100%.
That's unreal.
And then 10 being The Last of Us.
Is The Last of Us a 10?
No, but if it was a 10.
If it was a 10?
Yeah. Can you name a game that is a 10? That isn't The Last, like...
Not really. I hate giving out perfect 10s.
There you go.
But, I would give it a 9.8.
Wow.
I'm giving it a 9.8.
Wow. You hear that, folks?
It's... Any flaw that it has is not a big flaw. It controls perfectly. I never once had a problem with the camera angle.
No.
No frame rate drops. No weird glitches. No bugs. Like, nothing. As far as that goes, perfect. My only complaint about it, and it's not even... It doesn't bother me. It's very minor. I'm nitpicking. I would have liked them to tone down the number of moons, which is like the power stars. Tone down that number of 836. Whatever it is. Maybe down to 500, but make them a little bit harder to get, a little more obscure. Because now, like, they're just literally everywhere. At any point in this game, you're within 10 feet of a moon, it feels like.
Well, it can be platforming puzzle to the moon, or it can also be ground pound in this one spot for no reason and moon.
That's just it. Like, the ground pounding ones, that they're in a few areas... It's kind of stupid.
Like,
you can't see it any. like whatever. I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother. There are some moons that are hard to get.
Yeah, for sure.
Some are very hard. Boss fights and stuff like that. But at the same time, it could have been tougher. It could have been more. Like now, there's a lot of exploring to do because there are so many moons.
For sure.
Whereas in Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, you'd have to explore a lot because you'd have to figure out where the star is. So that feeling of getting this, like a star, was a lot better than getting a moon, because we get this getting a moon feeling 836 times instead of 120 times.
Well, the thing about the stars thing was that you would get put into the level with the objective, the name of getting this star. You figure out the objective, you got it, you're out of the level, you go back in to do the next one.
Yeah.
Odyssey, you're just in this open world, you find a moon. It's like finding a coin with an animation. Right?
Yeah, and you keep going.
Yeah, and they just keep going.
And that's fine. It's really not game breaking at all. It's still just a fantastic game.
For sure.
The music is great. The throwbacks is just wicked.
They do a lot.
So many throwbacks in all the right places.
The level design is super good too. I love every.
Level design's good.
Like the only worlds I wasn't too crazy about, maybe the snow-based world. And maybe that's it. I wasn't crazy on the Luncheon Kingdom, but it was very pretty. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
There's no world I didn't like. I enjoyed.
They're full. It's a full world, like for a full level when you're here.
Absolutely.
Which is nice, and it's big enough that, especially New Donk City, that felt the biggest to me for some reason.
It was a fun one. I loved how when you get there, it's different than when you go there later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like how that.
We're trying to stay away from some of the spoilers, so that if you care, then whatever.
For sure.
Whatever.
It's
We're
still
gonna stay
new.
away from most of it, but yeah, it's a fantastic game. That everything about it is just fantastic. I was blown away. I went into it thinking I was really not gonna like it that much.
Yeah.
I was very concerned with it. I had a lot of red flags because it's sort of like Galaxy.
I don't like Galaxy.
Part of me liked Galaxy. Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U was terrible. I hated that game. I tried to like it. I wanted to like it so much, but I just couldn't like it.
Yeah.
So I was nervous about it, but man, it shocked me. I dropped playing every single game I had, and it was all Mario Odyssey for like a week.
I think the thing about how it was like Galaxy, I feel like they took all of the good elements of Galaxy, because they're like, it's not a terrible, like, I don't like how it plays because of the Wiimote, but like it has a lot of stuff going for it.
You're such a hater.
Yeah, I'm the problem. Shut up, no ball. And they took a lot of the elements from Galaxy that are really good. Get rid of the vast majority of motion controls, and then like.
That was the other thing that was coming. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like all the there's some minor things that any normal person. We'll talk about Shane in a second. Like it's no big deal. Like just shake. Okay, just up. All right, it's just gyro control.
You jump higher when you shake the controller when you're on a stack of 10 Goombas.
Yes. By the way, I know which part you're talking about, and I also got it a different way because I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, really? Eh?
I know exactly which part you're talking about, and we're gonna talk about that. Yeah. So Shane broke. Yeah, we technically both broke the game. We got to start our own way, or a moon our own way.
All you had to do was go up to the thing
and
do this, and you got it.
But Shane refused.
I spent at least an hour getting that moon a different way that I would not have to do this.
Just because you're just out of spite.
And there's sometimes there's like 5 flowers, and they want you to, like, move the controller like this, and then you'll throw your hat around.
You can also do a spin. And
yeah.
That's how I would do it.
That's how I would do it too. And there's a couple areas where, yeah, it would go a lot faster if you would just do that. But no. I'm just going to throw my hat in each direction and get it that way. But the post-game content is still really good. There's a lot of post-game content.
Yeah.
I was blown away. There was a lot more. I still play it occasionally in the mornings with my daughter because she loves it. And each time we play, I'll get 20 or so moons, and it just doesn't end. And I think I'm at 560 now or something.
Nice.
And there's just still so many.
Yeah, like where? Eventually, you just don't know. It's like Korok sees in Breath of the Wild. Like, where am I going?
Yeah.
But with those, you have no indication of what to do, which is the big change there. Yeah, in terms of the hat mechanics, I like them.
That's something I thought I would hate. I thought it would be shoved right down your throat that we have to do this all the time for everything.
No. It's
And
not intrusive at all.
You use it a lot, but I never once had a problem with it.
I find them satisfying. They let you jump longer, but still in a way that is platforming, not like Flood, where it's a hover mechanic.
I hated Flood. I still hate Flood.
I know you hate Flood.
I can't play Mario. I have a lot of problems with Sunshine.
I know you do.
But Flood was garbage. The hat, Cappy.
Cappy. I like Cappy.
Awesome.
I like Cappy. By the way, it's a very good game. You give it a 9.8. That's crazy.
Yeah.
From 1 to 10, I'll throw it. Ooh. You actually like it more than I do, I would think. A minor gripe. This is also a minor nitpicking thing. The game is about exploration, and I love that theme. But, the whole game is based around looking around for things, hunting, and stuff like that, and it's great. The boss fights, all but one of them, don't take that same approach. They're all encased. You're in one area, fight the boss, 3 hits. I would have liked it better where if it was more of a... what's a good example? In Sunshine, they do it more. Like with the... there's this one boss in Noki Bay, where you fight this boss within the confines of the whole level. There's one boss in Odyssey that you do this with. It's in the Seaside Kingdom. But in all the others, you get confined into this one space to fight this boss. I like the bit you use the whole level, you can go around, and that's how the boss fight works. I think that just suits the gameplay better. That I liked. Again, that's a minor nitpick. The boss fights are still really fun.
Yeah, they're a good time, and I think they did a great job making the game easy for your 4-year-old to play and easy and still fun and hard enough for you to play.
For sure.
Because there are definitely moons that take skill to get, especially the timed ones.
Yeah.
Where you have 10 seconds, 8 seconds to get from here to there to collect all of it to get the moon.
Definitely.
All that stuff. But yeah, overall, I loved it. It surprised me. I was quite shocked.
Yeah, I also was. That brings us to the question. Now that this game is out, it'll be out for a while. We can expect not another game like this for the next few years. But where does Nintendo go with Mario next? Are we getting... Is it like a Galaxy? Are we getting Odyssey 2? Or is it going back to, the Galaxy-type gameplay where we're going to get a linear...
What's exciting about this is, in the way of Breath of the Wild, we can get DLC now.
For Mario.
That's a thing.
That could be a thing, yeah.
Will we get some DLC with this?
More worlds. I'd pay for DLC for that game.
Day one.
Yeah.
Day one purchase for me. So, I don't think we're going to get an Odyssey 2.
No. They did it with Galaxy 2, which is why
They did. I don't know. I think what happens next is we get the Mario spin-offs, we get the Mario Party, the Smash Bros.
For sure.
We get the port of Mario Maker. I think we're going to get some sort of new Super Mario Brothers Switch.
I feel
like
guarantee that will happen.
That's absolutely going to be a thing. After that, I don't know. See, the smart thing would be DLC. The Nintendo thing is
anything that's
Mario Odyssey 2. So
just get the second one.
Just because of that, yeah, we're getting Mario Odyssey 2.
That's what you're saying?
Confirmed.
I like you just talked yourself from one of
to another. Well, I just realized whatever I think
is not what
Nintendo thinks. So
for sure.
What I just laid out, which is totally perfect and normal and everything, none of that's gonna happen.
What we're actually gonna get is the 3DS port of Mario Odyssey 3D for the 3DS.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's gonna happen.
I think that's what happens next. We get all those spin-offs. It seems like they're doing. It's very similar to the 64 actually, where they have one big title every 6 months.
Yeah, they're doing that.
We got that with Zelda. We got that with Mario.
Okay, there's another question. What's in between Odyssey and Metroid Prime and / Pokemon?
Well, those aren't going to be ready for a while yet.
Exactly. So what's in between?
I think we're going to get that Kirby and Yoshi game.
I really don't consider those big titles. That's like
Nintendo
DS.
Considers them big titles. That will count as that.
I just like
the problem is Zelda, that could carry you 6 months. Odyssey, that could carry you 6 months.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope we get Yoshi and Kirby somewhat close together, and hopefully they're actually good games. They look
they just look like what they've always been. That's my problem.
The problem is these games are going to be sold at the same price as Breath of the Wild and Mario
I
Odyssey.
know.
And they will not be as good as Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey. That's my only problem with these games. If these games were half price,
For sure.
I would buy it.
I just wish they took them in different directions. Like, Matt, what I think is cool about Mario Odyssey, you could have taken that entire game and replaced everything with Kirby-related stuff.
Yeah.
And it would have worked.
But it wouldn't have sold nearly as much.
Exactly, that's the problem. But that game was made for Kirby, I feel like. Super Kirby
Well,
Odyssey.
maybe we get that as DLC. You can play as a different character.
Maybe.
You
can play.
You know what? That would be. You get the green special moons, and you play as Luigi.
I mean, they did that with Galaxy.
Did they?
Yeah. If you beat the game and get all the green stars or something, you can play as Luigi.
Well, maybe that'll happen with Odyssey.
It's possible. I'm not denying it.
I think we're gonna get a lot of DLC for that thing.
I want our our Wario and Waluigi RPG. That's what I want.
Yeah.
3D.
They're working on it.
Are they? You talked to Miyamoto?
Yeah.
Miyamoto,
We
Uemoto?
talked about it.
Okay, good.
Christmas 2019.
Yes, with Metroid, or with Pokemon.
Yeah.
New Pokemon RPG.
Yeah.
For sure. Anyway, anything else you think is... Are we going to get another... Okay. Will we get another game from Nintendo scale to Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild? Do you think that's a thing?
I think Metroid Prime is going to be a huge game.
Yeah?
With
Xenoblade 2 is
a lot
coming.
of exploring. I'm excited about it because I went back and played Metroid Prime a little bit a few months ago. Maybe 6 months ago. I can't remember what I did.
Okay.
I was sick that one day, and then I threw in Metroid Prime.
Yeah, that's
remember
right.
that?
Yeah.
So I was playing that, and that felt really good, but the shooting, you could tell it was dated.
For sure.
So I'm excited now to have a Metroid Prime. I imagine it's back in first person again because that's just what Metroid Prime is. And I think they could do a lot of really good things. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about that. But at the same time, I think I might be done with the Switch. So I don't know. But I think Metroid Prime will be as like a huge open world exploring type game that will look very pretty. I think it'll get great reviews.
Yeah. I don't disagree. I think it'll be very... Who's developing it? Do we even know?
I don't think we know.
I think it was an unnamed studio still, which is weird.
Everybody, I mean, you have to think it's Retro Studios. Who else would do it?
I know.
But knowing Nintendo, hey, Retro, we're going to get you to port Star Fox Zero.
Here it is. Rare's actually making it. Right? I think the Switch has so much potential that they should make a game for all of their big IPs. Like, I just wish they would. It's not... They won't. It's Nintendo. But, like...
In the vein of Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, like...
Something like that. Like, they don't need to all be to scale.
That's a lot of work.
I'm saying you can do smaller projects now because those are the two big ones. Like, Zelda and Mario are your two biggest.
Yeah.
Then you drop down a peg and you're at Metroid, Star Fox. I'd say Kirby's even lower than... Nah, Kirby, I don't know. But, like, I think... We're not going to get another Star Fox game. I'd like one. Something...
The last few have not sold well.
They haven't. They really... But that's because they were poorly made.
The 64 3DS port, Star Fox 64, that did not sell well.
No. Star Fox Zero.
Star Fox Zero and that other second mission. No, what was the Walmart exclusive?
Yeah, the Star Fox... Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't name it, but I know what you're
Whatever
talking about.
that was, that... No, I think Star Fox is dead.
I just feel like they need to change it right. They need to make it good.
But that game, I would say, has never been good. It's been the perfect tech demo on both the Super Nintendo and the 64. That was a very good tech demo to show you what the hardware can do. And that's about it.
That's why I feel like they need to, not just this flight simulation game, they need to change the formula.
You know you're going to be doing this with your Switch, right?
Well, maybe not. You get the option.
You know.
You can turn it off in Odyssey. Look, my thing here is the reason it didn't sell.
You want to go faster? You spin your Switch around. You do a 360. Listen,
barrel roll. Throw it across the room.
Do a barrel roll. Oh man, it'd be terrible.
But my problem here is the 3DS version didn't sell because it didn't appeal to the nostalgia that 64 original did. That's why I didn't sell. Well, didn't sell on the Switch on the Wii U because it was the Wii U, right? Yeah, the Switch is selling. Is a successful console in its own right.
Man, it won't sell well.
But again, change it. don't make this bullshit flight simulation game.
That's what it's gonna be. That's what Star Fox is.
It can be more than that. I think it could be a very good game. If you took like the formula of something like Star Wars Battlefront and then Star Fox that would be cool. But no, fuck, we're not doing that.
Like Star Fox Adventures.
No, that's a Zelda clone. That is crap. Something more like Star Fox Assault, but done better.
Yeah.
Like that could be
I don't know. I remember reading interviews with this, like they were talking about Star Fox, saying that they were gonna make one more, which was on the Wii U, and see how that went, and it didn't sell. And that's just like that game looked terrible.
It didn't look that good
for a Wii U game. That was some PS2 graphics right there.
I disagree. I thought it looked good. I think we need to look at it again.
Okay.
Or maybe I need to look at it. One of us needs to look at it again. It's been a while. And I don't know. You got your Pokemon game. I'm hoping it's something more along the lines of XD Coliseum.
So at the end of the day, would you vote Breath of the Wild better than Mario Odyssey? Okay, you have 3 games. Odyssey, Breath of the Wild,
Click.
1-2 Switch.
1-2. Oh, yeah.
How do you rank them?
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So okay, I'm not even gonna joke around. 3 is, in fact, 1-2 Switch is 4.
Yeah, 1-2 Switch.
I'll put the Switch menu screen for 3, and then I would look at that for 3 hours and play 1-2 Switch for 3 hours. I think all right. Based on how impressive the game is, how much is there, how much you can, what I will look back on more fondly, I put Odyssey at 2 and Breath of the Wild at 1.
I figured you'd do that.
I really liked Breath of the Wild. In fact, I want to go back and play more of it. Playing through Odyssey made me want to play through Breath of the Wild. That game is just so massive. There's so much to do. They put so much time into that game, and it really does show.
It is a bigger game.
It does show.
Yeah.
The gameplay is good.
My only problem with that game is I would have liked an experience bar or something where when you're killing enemies, you're not just getting their parts and that's it. Like, I got tired of killing the same enemies all the time.
For sure.
For no reason other than, why am I killing you? I'm wasting arrows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
The tougher enemies, like the Lindals, I think they were called, and
I hated those.
those guys, like, that's cool. Yeah, these little mini bosses everywhere, that I'm down with. But just fighting the same little guys all the time everywhere, it got old for me very fast. And I don't know if I go back and play Breath of the Wild ever again. I kind of doubt it. There's still that DLC I need to get in, but also
the DLC's not that crazy. It's a Pit of 100 Trials.
Well, that story-based one is out soon too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. If I would play it again, I'd probably start over.
Fair. I just loved that game.
It was good, but also I'm not a massive Zelda fan. I'm a new Zelda fan. I've really only been playing him for about a year now. But
You mentioned an experience bar. We're talking about where Mario's going. I'm not even going to go too depth in this because we've already done this before, but Mario Odyssey can really go anywhere from here because it's Mario and it's always going to sell. I think Zelda will go to an experience bar in the next game. In fact, I'm gonna. That's my prediction. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really think.
I would love that. That's the only way they can improve on that game, in my opinion.
I think we'll have a big 3D open world Zelda 2. That's what the next Zelda game is gonna be. You can hold me to that. Okay. That is my prediction.
I'm down. Stranded on an island. Damien says you pick Zelda or you pick Mario Odyssey.
On an island. Zelda.
Because Zelda's bigger, I might go with Zelda.
I figured you might. There's more to do.
Although I would say Mario Odyssey is the better game.
That's fair. That's up for debate.
So while we're on that debate between the two of them, let's talk Game of the Year. Our games of the year. We're getting close. It's early November. There's not much time left.
Yeah.
You didn't play a lot of the new games.
You did.
Shane did play a lot of these new games. I've never been so up to date with a lot of these titles.
Yeah, you've been modern.
But as far as what I've played, Horizon Zero Dawn kind of kickstarted the year. Persona 5 right after that. Zelda Breath of the Wild right after that.
Yeah.
Just
huge. You back.
That I had those 3 games, and I ended up putting I don't know how many hours into Zelda. It was quite a bit. put it over 100 hours into Persona 5, and I don't even know about Horizon, probably.
At this same time, Ukulele
40
was coming out.
40 hours, and then Ukulele was out right away.
Yeah, just all in the same month.
Yeah, that was a crazy, just a crazy month. And then we get the Mario Odyssey. We've got Sonic Mania.
Oh yeah.
We've got, I haven't touched it yet, but I want to, Assassin's Creed Origins.
It's getting good reviews.
Very good reviews. Been playing a lot of Fortnite, which doesn't really.
Destiny
it
2.
would never make it. Destiny 2 came out. We played a lot of that. I played a lot of that. I kind of forget. I was trying to go through all the games that I've beat this year.
We were talking about it earlier.
We stopped at like 20-something.
And that wasn't just games that came out this year. It was games that you just beat.
Yeah, just other games as well. So, what's your game of the year?
Matt, so the game I was most excited for, like the build-up for it, for some reason, like just the build-up and before it came out, before I even played it, just my excitement level, was the highest for Ukulele. I was so pumped for that. I was ready. I was stoked. And it's fine. It's good. It's a good game. And that's it. It's not my...
Pages and cages.
Pages and...
We'll set them free.
A lizard and a bat. What's up with that? Like, you know, this spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. It captured the vibe to a certain degree. And it was good. And you could tell it was like a rare type game. And it was... But it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah, it was a little more empty than it could have been. It felt if they already kind of delayed it and stuff like that. But if they would waited another 6 months and really polished it up and everything, I think it would have been better.
For sure.
They have patched a bunch of things, so maybe it's a lot better now.
Yeah, it could be. I still need to finish it.
I still need to play it. I haven't played that very much. I haven't played Sonic Mania very much.
Sonic Mania, I was also pretty stoked for. You're a much bigger Sonic fan than I am. It is very good. I think that game kicks Sonic Force's ass.
Sonic Forces just came out, and it's getting, 5 out of 10s?
Yeah.
So that will not be in our Game of the Year.
I've heard it's a lukewarm Generations. That is the best description I've heard of it. Whatever, that came out. So it really, what it comes down to is and this is no surprise because I'm me, but it's a Nintendo off. Is it Odyssey or is it Breath of the Wild?
And based on your previous comments,
I would say my Game of the Year is Breath of the Wild.
Game of the Year.
It's Breath of the Wild. It was so impressive, and maybe it's because of the way we played it. All of us on a couch for 3 days straight, playing Breath of the Wild, eating 30 McDonald's cheeseburgers. That is a weekend I will never forget.
Oh yeah, that was a great time.
And I think just the whole atmosphere of that weekend is why I love that game so much.
Yeah, that was definitely an awesome experience.
And I never got to play Persona 5. I never played Horizon Zero Dawn. There's a lot of probably really good contenders up there.
Yeah.
That I just... Peach, Beach, Splash. All could be up there, but yeah, I have to go with Breath of the Wild.
My Game of the Year is going to be, as we sit right now, Persona 5.
You pick Persona 5. There you go, man. That game looks wicked.
That game just has no flaw. If there's any flaw, it's that it's too long.
Is that a flaw?
Not really. I say if there is, this game is just perfect, man. And I don't know why I like it. It's just it's like half turn-based RPG, half life simulator sort of. You can't explain this game. You need to just play it and experience it.
It looks super nice. I like the
music.
Style.
It's my soundtrack of the year as well. Nothing comes close.
No?
Not even close. Nothing.
I mean, it's your genre of music too. Like it's electric guitars and like that.
It has a lot of very different types of music. Like, it's fantastic, and you can pick it up on PS3 and PS4. So if you have either of those, man, I strongly recommend it. It's got everything. I was super hyped for it, and I had to wait a little bit because we were doing the Breath of the Wild thing. But it's my game of the year, followed by Mario Odyssey.
That's 2. When was the last time a Nintendo game was even close to your game of the year?
Oh, man.
Like, that would be 64
days. It
days.
probably would have been... No, I would have...
Or Metroid Prime, maybe.
Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door might have been the game of the year that year. I'll have to look up and see what came out around that time. But I was super hyped for that game.
My favorite franchise.
I bought that day one.
I didn't even bring up Paper Mario this time. It was you.
Yeah, that one was super good. Sunshine was just not very good.
It was fine. I liked it. It was fine.
No.
But Odyssey kicks its ass.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Persona 5. I will play that for you.
Yeah.
I need to go get a PS4 first.
Yeah, you and Kai should buy one together.
Oh, man. That screams problems later on in the future.
Why? Then one guy buys the other guy out, done.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Either way, anybody else have a game of the year they want to throw up before we wrap up? Let us know. Please. All 4 of you. This is what we get for streaming 2 days late.
Well,
who do you think you are going to get your balls chopped off?
You know what? We just had to. Tuesday night, I thought I was good to do the podcast, and I sat in a chair for about 10 minutes and realized,
Nope.
That is not going to happen.
No, it's just not doing it. Man, that's brutal. You never mentioned Castlevania. You've been playing Castlevania.
Yeah, me and my buddy Dustin have been playing through Castlevania 1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 is a masterpiece. That game is fantastic. I've never played an old game that I've never played before and have no nostalgia for and fell in love with it that much, that fast.
Really?
Even now, the soundtrack, I'll still listen to the soundtrack, and I'll never forget this game. I remember everything about it. It's just, we had to play it so freaking much, man.
You guys look like you're having fun.
It was a great time. Such a good time. Aside from having cartridge problems, but that was a whole other thing. But then we went to Castlevania 2, and they really changed the formula. It's a totally different game.
Like Zelda 2 and Zelda 1. It's
just as big of a change from that. And it's so cryptic. You need to know everything. You got to have the blue orb and Dracula's rib and kneel down by the river for 12 seconds, and then you can go on. And stuff like this. And
for sure.
Man, we wanted to quit many times, so we finally just said, okay, we'll get the damn walkthrough, or not the walk. Yeah, I guess a walkthrough, and we'll read ahead a little bit. But then once it gets to dungeons or areas, then we'll play around for a while, try to figure it out. But I mean, it's just so cryptic stuff. It's like the one clue we had was the duck in the graveyard.
Yeah, that's right.
Will give you something.
That's right.
And that's it. So we find the graveyard. Cool. We had to drop garlic, and this man appears and gives us a silk bag. And somehow, this man in the graveyard is the duck in the graveyard. I'm pretty sure Konami paid about $25 and a hot meal for the guy to translate this game.
That hot meal being a hot dog.
Because so many times, instead of saying, you now possess Dracula's curse or whatever, it would say, you now process Dracula's whatever. And just,
I mean, this generation of games has happened a lot. I Am Error in Zelda 2.
Sure.
You get this a lot. That's nothing new.
Yeah, it's Castlevania 1 didn't have a lot of dialogue. Didn't really have any dialogue
to begin with,
But much better games. And then we played around with 3 a little bit. He's getting married in a couple weeks, so he'll be busy for a while. But once he comes back, we'll start up the Castlevania 3 train.
And then you're moving to the Super Nintendo games?
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, there's 2 on the Super Nintendo. There's 1 on the PlayStation 1, and we'll see if we get to the 64 ones. I kind of doubt it.
You know what? I really just don't believe Castlevania 64 is as bad as people think. I want to play that one myself just to know, but I got to play the originals also. Either way, bam. There she is. Nobody seems to have a game of the year other than Nixie saying The Last of Us, but that didn't... I guess Remastered came out this year, yeah?
No.
No?
That was 2016, maybe.
Oh, was it that long ago?
No, 2015.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was in the first year of the life cycle, for sure.
Where does the time go? Man. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call that there. We will be winding down.
Winding down.
There it is. Well, thank you for coming out to First Strike Season 2, Episode 12. I had it wrong last week. That was my bad. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be live again. Regular scheduled programming, Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Be there, or get your balls chopped off.
I don't recommend that.
I would. Nobody would. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Have a lovely night. We love your faces.